morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today, like it or hate it, spring has finally arrived in the UAE.
And Nafoura, your go-to spot for Iftar and Suhoor this Ramadan.
You can pay 6,500 dirham for a Camel dish in Jumeirah, but would you?
This Malbec, the dog, lives the business class dream on Emirates. Are we living the business class dream?
Not the second.
Not the second.
Not the second. And also, behind the drama, we're so excited for our guest this morning. Jwana Karim is going to talk all about Dubai Bling, cast friendships and show edits. She'll be with us at about 8:50, so do stay tuned.
In today's rapid weather report, it's partly cloudy. It rained a little bit in the morning, ranging from 25 to 30 degrees Celsius.
We're going to talk about the weather in a little bit. Before we get into that, taking a sick leave in Saudi, you could get a fine of close to 100,000 dirham.
Oh my God.
For taking a sick leave.
100,000 dirham?
Yeah. I should add to that. Huh?
Does my presence cost 100,000 dirhams?
No, but they're saying if you lie, lies are not okay. What they're saying is the people who are getting those fake sick leaves. So if anyone watching, by the way, on the show, I don't think we have it in our company until a certain number of days, but like, does your company require you to get a sick leave cert if you're sick for 1 day or 2 days? So the school that I used to work in, it was required to get a sick leave cert, even if you took 1 day leave. And leave was like not allowed.
Only during the public holidays, basically, right? You're allowed to take leave. It was a summer holiday.
Yeah, the school holidays, which were great. But it was really frowned upon to take sick leave. And if you did take sick leave, you had to get a sick cert. Now, some people, here's what happened. If people wanted to take leave sometimes.
They just want to rest. Like, it's a mental health day.
No, I'll be totally honest with you. They could have had family in town, like a very rare day you want to take, but then they had to go, and they would go and get sick leaves, certs. But sometimes the medical center wouldn't give it to you, of course, but obviously there's places, it looks like there's places in Saudi that will give you these fake certs. But the authorities are now cracking down on that, saying if you use a fake sick leave cert, you're going to get a 100,000 dirham fine.
But why? Like, how does it hurt you, though?
Well, that's totally legal.
But how does it doesn't hurt? Like, if you just take one sick leave.
I guess some companies are so strict. The thing is, like, if you're so strict on these things, it causes such a friction.
Yeah, it just causes tension in the office. And sometimes you may go to the doctor and the doctor will tell you you're not sick, but your body is just fatigue. You're too tired. You can't get out of bed. It's just because your body is not cooperating with you. And how can you work throughout the day? Mental health is
a sick leave that doesn't show up on a test result. That's so true. So authorities are cracking down on social media accounts offering fake sick leave. So there's social media accounts saying we'll do a sick leave cert for you, which actually would have been easier than going to a doctor, but they're not allowed, obviously. And then reminding healthcare professionals of their ethical and legal duties. We're kind of far removed from it because we're not required one, but I did work in a company where it was required. And people did go to medical clinics which were more inclined to give out sick leaves.
But if it's like a certain companies that will give people sick leaves for the sake of it, like if it's not a health thing, I'd understand giving fines.
Yeah, it's highly unethical.
It's illegal, it's unethical. And it's faking it, but I can't understand it. Sometimes you can't explain it to the doctor. You can just go to the doctor and tell them, okay, I can't move.
Yeah.
So the doctor will tell you just go to work.
But I think what we're talking about here is like, why have pressure on people to get a sick leave after a day or two? You know?
Yeah.
I think when it gets to a certain point, I think it's fair to request. But I think if it's just a day, let's not have pressure on people to get sick leave certs.
And do you have to immediately get it? Like, okay, you apply for sick leave in the morning. Do I have to immediately get up and get a sick leave to prove that I'm sick?
It's just you had to hand it into admin and it would need to be dated on that date.
What if you never hand it into the admin? What's going to happen to you?
You pay.
You pay?
They deduct that money from your salary.
No way.
Yes. It's so strict. I'm telling you.
Thank God I'm not a teacher.
Well, certain companies, yeah, exactly. Very strict, very, very strict.
Very strict. Those kids, they're going to give me such a headache and I can't take a sick leave.
No, but make sure you're there for the children and their future. It's very important. This is in all schools, obviously. Why sickness is top of mind? Because change in weather has come. Spring has officially begun. Love it or hate it, winter has come to an end in Dubai. Yesterday, Dubai experienced an equal hours of day and night, which marked the arrival of spring in the UAE.
So what does this mean? You'll begin to notice the days are getting a little longer and the temperatures will slowly rise, bringing in those warm, sunny days. I am so sad.
Actually, but can I just call out the comments, by the way? Who are saying there is no spring in Dubai. What are you talking about?
Listen, it's not too hot. You know what we normally know as Dubai summers are extremely hot, very high temperatures. It's hard for you to get into your car. It's hard for you to leave the car. But right now it's okay. It's moderate. You can sit outside. You can have like a cute breakfast moment, while wearing your sundress.
Exactly. It's mild and it's delightful. It was cold in the mornings at 6 a.m.
Exactly.
3 weeks ago. It's now mild. I came out to my car yesterday and there was leaves all over it.
Spring has begun.
Spring has begun. So there's your spring, Cynthia. There's your spring. People are saying it's grim outside. It is a real mix.
It's
like,
a mix,
is it raining? Is it cold? Is it hot?
It was raining on my way here.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's so weird. Like, why the sudden rain? But I think it's just to mark the beginning of spring, I guess.
Yes, spring is here. It's
But
not
I'm so
summer
sad.
yet, so let's just count our lucky stars that we've got a couple of more months. And what are we doing to enjoy it? Of course, it's Ramadan at the moment, and there is some amazing places to go, such as...
So if you're looking for the perfect Iftar and Suhoor tent, Nafoura is the place to go. You get to enjoy like lots of big buffets, set menus, and lots more. So there is a tent that blends traditional with a touch of modern elegance, set against a stunning golf course lake. It's not just about the food, it's about the atmosphere, it's about the company, it's about the whole experience.
Just look at the visuals and you'll understand the vibe. The decor is inspired by Kufi calligraphy, with meaningful words woven into the design reflecting the values of the UAE. There's also live entertainment throughout the evening to really set the mood. If you're looking for a memorable Ramadan experience, Al Nafoura tent at Montgomery is the one for you.
So the prices start at this rate. So Iftar is at 280 dirhams and the Suhoor is 190 dirhams. So it will be running throughout the holy month of Ramadan. So it's a great spot to come together, soak in the ambience and make Ramadan nights even more special.
Our team got to experience this and they just said it's absolutely magical. It's something I think unlike we've actually ever seen before. Like, it looks so stunning. So if you're, like I said earlier, if you're looking for something to set the tone, a special memorable occasion, maybe it's with your friends, you have an annual tradition, maybe it's with your family, you have an annual tradition, this looks like the one to hit this year.
Exactly. It looks really beautiful. Like, it's literally the whole Ramadan vibe, like the entrance to it. You can, as soon as you enter, you feel, because I feel like I'm not feeling Ramadan so much this year, but when you go to such places where they have the instruments, where they have the designs, the calligraphy, it just makes you feel like, okay, this is the Ramadan. Like, I'm feeling the atmosphere, I'm feeling the ambience, I'm feeling everything.
Music really sets a vibe.
Yeah, it really does set a vibe.
And as we said, it's mild weather, which is perfect for it. Let's jump in to our next story. Would you pay 6,500 dirham for Camel? A restaurant in Jumeirah is serving up a luxury feast featuring an entire camel, but it's going to cost a jaw-dropping 6,500 dirham. The same menu also has camel cooking services for 900 dirham, a local sheep for 1,600 dirham, and a local goat for 1,200.
So this could be the ultimate centerpiece for your feast, but is it worth the price tag? Let us know. Would you spend 6,500 dirhams for a camel dish, or are you sticking to usual shawarma? Hit us up with your thoughts. I would never.
Why is this uncomfortable?
I don't know. It's just, I would never. But I heard it's really good. I mean, if you're paying 6,500, it better be good.
Well, I assume it's a whole. There's something that's uncomfortable with me about it, but yet I eat meat, so I'm not sure. I can't say that I. It's not the price tag. I don't know. It's because it's a whole animal that it feels so very real. But as someone who eats meat, I feel like an absolute hypocrite saying that. But
because we're not used to it, just like having to eat ducks. I can't think of the idea or fathom the idea of eating a duck or rabbit.
But it's very normal here to eat camel. There's camel burgers.
Yeah,
I
but
think it's the
can't.
fact that it's the whole animal that's jarring.
It's because of the animal.
It
yeah.
it throws my ethics of meat eating into my face a little bit, and I'm like, okay, maybe actually. I need to
But it's a
eat that.
traditional dish, I think, here.
Yeah.
My local friend told me like it's really good. But I think she just eats a piece, like she doesn't have the whole camel. And there's camel milk. Camel milk
Yes.
is also expensive.
I wonder where you could try camel milk.
You could try the Global Village, by the way. There's a vending machine.
Obviously, you can try the Global
Yeah,
Village. There's a vending machine. That was such a Dubai sentence. You can try Global Village. There's a vending machine. It's camel milk. Of course. It's right next to Dubai chocolate.
Literally. So you can have the cookies and the camel milk with... No, but I forgot the name, but it's purple. It's purple packaging. Forgot the name, but you can have camel milk. I never tried it myself, but what I heard, it's thick, it's creamy, but it's an acquired taste. So I don't think I'll like it if it's an acquired
Does
taste.
it have lactose? I have a lactose intolerance.
I think, is it lactose? Yeah, it is, right?
I don't know. 8:46. Let's jump into our next story. While you're on your way to work, there is a dog living their best lives.
So Malbec, the dog, lives the business class dream on Emirates. So some dogs love car rides, but Malbec, he prefers the Emirates business class. He's flying this 4-year-old pup regularly travels between the US and Dubai with his owner.
Racking up more air miles than most of us. The owner is a sommelier and vino director, and they take a couple of trips per year. And yes, Malbec gets the VIP treatment.
He even has a growing fan base on TikTok. So if you want to follow him, his tag is @Malbec_show, where his first-class adventures are all documented. While Emirates allows service dogs in the cabin, it's unclear if Malbec qualifies or if he's a service dog. We're still not sure.
Right, so big questions on this. No,
Yeah.
you're actually not allowed to have your dogs in Emirates, whether it's economy or business class. If you want to travel with your pet, there are restrictions, but they do take some animals in cargo. They do allow service dogs. We haven't actually got the information on whether or not Malbec qualifies for this. So, Malbec. I love
you're
a
living
chow.
the dream.
I love a chow.
I never flew first class or business class. So I'm so jealous of this dog.
So true.
Take me on business class, please.
I would say, though, Malbec in other videos is at the owner's feet. So it's not like Malbec doesn't have his own chair. However, winning. If you've got your chow and you're sitting Emirates business class, however you swooped in, that's just, I'd love a chow. I just want a dog. I don't care where it is. I just want a dog.
Did you take your dog? Wait, how much do you have to pay for a dog if the dog's going to join you on a business class?
Well, so you're not actually allowed to do. You can't pay. There's the it's not an option.
They don't get. But he has a full seat.
Well, no, but in the other videos I was saying is that Malbec is actually at the owner's feet when they're landing. So I don't think
So
Malbec
that's
has
just
a
a
full
picture.
seat.
Yeah.
The only way we think that Malbec is allowed on this flight is because maybe Malbec is a service dog. Abu Dhabi Etihad, they had it's maybe $1,500 or something. Check on that. They were allowing dogs up to it was only up to 7 kgs. So it's pretty difficult to travel with your pet. That's why a lot of people use those private jet services, canine
Because
pets.
they can have the little dog. What's the weirdest thing you've ever saw on a flight?
I don't know. Oh, you want to know what happened to me? I'd love your thoughts on this on the flight on the way back. So please give me your thoughts on this. I had my seat back. I was flying an 8-hour flight on Emirates, Dublin to Dubai, and I had my seat pushed as far back as it would go. And then I was pretty in and out of sleep the whole flight, but at some point the man behind me, he kind of tapped me and he was like, do you mind moving your seat forward? I assumed it was because the meal was coming, so I was like, no problem.
Yeah.
So I put it up. Meal left. We had another 4 hours to go. I put my seat back and he's tapping me and he's like, move your seat forward. And I was like, okay, sure. Now, he was a little, he was older, I would say. So that's why, but right? Can you, like I said, sure, but it was really uncomfortable. And...
okay, so this happens to me all the time where people sitting in front of me, they push their seats back.
Yeah.
but they push it way back.
The seat has a certain amount of distance that is allowed, and therefore it's there.
But usually they go like this.
No, the seat, it's not. Are you flying business class? Like
No,
the
I'm not
seat
flying
literally
business
goes. If you're on economy, it's going here.
Economy goes a lot way back because it just hurts my leg when
It's
they do that.
inches. So where does okay? So you're behind me tapping me. Would you tell people to
Yeah, I told him multiple times. I'm like, listen, we're in this 8-hour flight together. Like, if you're uncomfortable, so am I.
Yeah, but the aircraft is designed specifically to allow for the seat to move back a certain amount. So, but you could also move your seat back. But so it doesn't bother the person behind you. I trust the engineers that they have manufactured the aircraft in that way. They wouldn't put it back to an extent that you would be uncomfortable.
Like this.
That's
like how they sit. That's
You're saying it's like this?
And I can't watch anything because the seat is way back.
No.
So I can't enjoy the flight because this person just wants to
So
lay
you
down.
sit like this for 8 hours. You keep your seat up.
Yeah, I keep my seat up. It's uncomfortable, but I have to do it.
Why?
Because if I don't accept it from someone else, I'm not going to do it myself, you know?
But the whole flight has their seats back.
It's just, I always ask the person in front of me to put their seat back up because it's always so uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh. I believe that it's only allowed, like it's part of the airline that you're able to put your seat back a little bit.
It is true, but
And it's there, so therefore one person's going to do it, therefore everyone's going to do it. So if there's a few people who are saying no, then that makes it uncomfortable for the rest.
So we're having like
You
a
and my
domino.
man behind me, 8 hours sitting up straight. I got off the flight, I was like,
So we're having like a domino effect. Like someone will
everyone goes back.
Everyone goes back.
Everyone's allowed to go back, that's the rule.
But it's usually, I like every time it happens to me, it's not because I just want to make a problem or anything, but it's just so uncomfortable. I can't watch anything because the seat is way back, okay? And it's too close to me and it's not comfortable on my legs. Like I can feel the weight of the seat.
You are lying.
I'm not
You are
lying. I'm
You
not
cannot
lying. I'm not
feel
lying.
the weight of
I
the
swear,
seat.
it's not comfortable at all. So I always tap.
Do you actually
Please
tap?
push. Yeah. Sitting on a 4-hour flight, I wanna be comfortable.
Oh my gosh. I would never tap. But the thing is, I would actually sit there uncomfortable rather than having a confrontation with a stranger. I hate confrontation with strangers. I would never.
Yeah, same.
So even when that
No, I don't
guy
I don't
tapped
mind.
me and was like, "Excuse me," I was like, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
You want to sit like this?
Do you want my pillow, sir? Would you like it?
I can give you my earpieces, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Take everything as long as you're comfortable.
Listen, to a certain extent, like if they push it a little bit, that's fine. But if they push it like this, no, that's still
No, but just
uncomfortable.
assume that the airline only allows a certain amount, and therefore that is what the airline allows. Therefore, that's the rule, and we shall follow the rules.
Casey defending her point. No, like if it's like this, that's fine. But if it's like this, it's not fine. I don't know if people are understanding me by me demonstrating the flight seats.
I'm getting it, but I'm really surprised we're on different pages here. All we've learned from this show is no one wants to sit in front of Massa on a flight because it's not going to be a comfortable experience for you. You won't be allowed to put your chair
I will
back,
tap you.
and she'll tap you. I, however, will give you my pillow and rug, even though flights are freezing. It's 8:54. Let's say thank you to everyone for tuning in. We're going to call it there. It is a Wednesday morning, right?
Yeah.
It's Wednesday morning.
It's Wednesday morning, 12th day of Ramadan.
We are still looking forward to welcoming Jwana on the show, Jwana Karim. Hopefully we'll get to chat to her today and we'll have that interview live for you as soon as we possibly can. Thank you, Massa.
Thank you, Casey.
That brings us to the end of the show. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.